Election day today in America, me and Putzi Bear is very focused at the moment with attention. And we had a vibrant discussion before who is going to win. And Putzi Bear is thinking Biden. And the reason is that Michael Bloomberg invested 6 million in advertising spend in Florida. And we all know that the Americans get very easily persuaded. Is that right? I would say somewhat less likely. Apparently, yes. Because when I make an important statement, the cat gives me a symbolic answer if he disagrees or agrees. So basically, any movement after a big claim can be a sign that I'm onto something. Now, that might sound ridiculous for most of you people, because you don't understand cats. Cats can sense higher frequencies. Cats can see ghosts. I have a ghost here. It's really spooky, and the cat can see it. And when the cat is here, I feel protected from this evil spirit. It's definitely an evil spirit. I don't know what happened here before, but and sometimes I hear voices. So that makes me think maybe there's more than just one spirit. But here's the reason why we're talking about spirits. I don't want to convince anybody of spirits. I don't really care, honestly. I mean, I have my world paradigm, and you're entitled to yours. But here's one thing that a lot of people who have cats will agree. That cats look at something, and there's nothing. Well, there is nothing that we can see, because we have a very tiny band of a frequency that we can actually see. We see less than 1% of the stuff that is there. And that is not some theory, that is actually proof. So that is science. And science also says that we have more dimensions than just like 1D, 2D, 3D, and 4D. There is 5D, and there is actually 12D. But we cannot see it. But the cats can see it. And the question that I was asking myself, can the cat only see ghosts? Can the cat maybe even travel to different dimensions, like where the dead people are? There are some people who can leave their body. It's a simulation of the dying process. But you go in a very deep meditation, you almost stop breathing, and then it's called the etherical body, or the astral body leaves you. Now this is a long weird topic, and there are a lot of books about it. And there's one guy who's called Robert Monroe. He founded the Robert Monroe Institute. It's very interesting research that they're doing, basically about how the brain hemispheres work. And when you get both hemispheres in a certain synchronicity and a certain vibration, it helps you to actually have this kind of experience and leave your body. And the interesting part is that this Robert Monroe, I mean, we don't have any proof. This could be just like a hoax, right? But he's not the only one who has this kind of stuff. There was, in the Victorian times, the Order of the Golden Dawn, who had techniques how step by step you can leave your body. Of course, not everybody can do it. It requires a lot of patience, and I needed years and years after I had my first experience. However, I cannot say for certain if that was actually out of body experience or if that was just a dream. But I'm tending to the first, and the reason is, the first time when that happened, I was in a hospital and I had a lung infection, and I was actually coughing blood, but it was like 20 years ago. Luckily it's not corona. And yeah, I was coughing blood, and I was almost dying, basically. But I got like very strong antibiotics. I had to stay in the hospital for like 4 months. But when I was coughing blood, like I was very, very weak. I was like in my bed all the time. And then suddenly I was just flying. I was just flying in the air. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I realized, no, I was actually not flying, because I looked back, and this is a lot of people have the same. And that's interesting because, if a lot of people have the same, then you can say, well, there is some objective reality here. There's not just a fantasy land, fantasy dimensions. And so I looked back down at my body, and the whole room looks different. Like there's a lot more there than I saw. Because when you are in your astral body, you see also energies, and like a lot of people who were in this hospital in my bed before, they leave like an imprint. It's an imprint that you cannot see unless you are in your astral body. And astral comes from astra, which means stars. So, and the reason is probably, I can only imagine that many hundred years ago, when they used this terminology the first time, they used it because you can actually fly to the stars. Makes sense, right? I mean, if you can go to other dimensions, of course, you can also just fly outside a little bit of the Earth. Yeah. Now, here's the key point why I'm actually talking about this. I mean, I'm just having a conversation with myself, basically. I'm bored. I'm waiting for the official numbers that sends Mr. Trump home, and I just have some time to kill. And actually, since the cat was here, and the cat was again seeing some stuff that is not there, I was really like sitting next to the cat. I was listening now for half an hour, and I just observed the cat, and the cat saw some stuff. And then the cat suddenly left. And apparently, maybe that ghost that is here, because I sense there's no vibration at the moment, so I think the ghost has left. And so maybe the cat is hunting the ghost. No, it's all shit. I delete it.